Have you ever lived outside of Auckland?
Yes. Yes.
Where?
Rotorua, up north.
Palmerston North, Australia.
Nice.
No.
Your whole life has been here?
Yes. 11
And-
years.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I have. I moved to Auckland this year from Australia, and I also used to live in England.
Right.
I was born in Wellington, but I've only lived in Auckland. Yeah.
All right.
No, I've lived here like all my life. Yeah.
I guess, have you visited other places apart from Auckland?
Yeah, I visit other places like around the world. Here too.
Are you able to give me at least like one?
Yeah, I have a lot of family in England. Yeah, a lot of family around London. I mean, there are places around Europe and Japan, a lot of places around New Zealand too.
I have, yes, I have. I've lived in the Philippines for 8 years before moving here, which was, 10 years ago?
No. Like, what do you want? I'm honest. I haven't lived in other places aside from Auckland, except for like holidays when I was a little kid to Samoa and Australia. Samoa to visit family, Australia to visit Australia. Yeah.
What do you think Auckland does better than Australia?
I think it's more hygienic, more like accepting of the original culture. I just like the people a lot better. Like, I think the people's vibe is a lot better as well, yeah.
Right. What do you think Auckland does better than England?
I don't feel like I'm gonna get stabbed on the streets, so there's a big difference in that. It's just way more chill here, man.
Right.
City's smaller.
Yeah.
It's just it's just pretty like way more chill. London's cold. That's the difference. Like, London's got such a different vibe. It's real depressing. It's real like cold and shit. Like, I don't mean like literally cold. Like, I mean like the atmosphere and people just meaner. People are way more chilled here, and it's kind of just like Auckland just is what it is. Yeah.
If you were to compare Auckland to Wellington, what do you think Auckland does better than Wellington?
I think Wellington's way better than Auckland, to be honest.
Okay, I'm interested to why.
Because I like the people there are a lot nicer, and I find Auckland people to be not stuck up and a bit boring. Wellington's where all the cool kids are at.
So, pick a place of these.
Rotorua.
Okay, pick a place.
Palmerston North.
So, what is one thing Auckland does better than these places?
Opportunities.
How come?
Because there's more opportunities here than Rotorua.
All right. What about you?
I reckon the opposite.
What do you mean?
I reckon Palmerston North is better than Auckland.
Why is that?
Because the opportunities are better for kids down there, and they're like more about into sports and your education, and the air is much cleaner.
Sure, that's fair enough.
I feel like Auckland is just more cleaner. Like, for me personally, if you go to the Philippines, there's just a lot of rubbish around. But here, you can barely see any. It's much more clean. They're more focused on their environment, basically.
Well, I don't like Samoa. Mainly for the... Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that one. I don't know. Well, I will say this for like Samoans in New Zealand compared to back there. You got a lot more options in terms of like religious freedom, and that kind of just comes with it being a bigger place. But there's also just more opportunities to get away from things you don't like, and I like that about Auckland. I like that there's other people to get to know. I'm from South Auckland, so mostly Polynesians. Especially the school I went to, I was like one of 5 white guys. I'm only half white, so like you do the math there with the fractions.
Not too big and not too small, and then everything you need is here.
What do you think Australia does better than Auckland?
I think Australia has like better public transport systems, but that's sort of the only thing that I can think of. I lived in Melbourne.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think England does better than Auckland?
Shit. I don't know. They have hotter accents. That's about it. We have pretty, there's a lot more stuff happening. That's a big thing. A lot more stuff happening. Like, yeah, there's events here and shit, and there's music stuff here, but like, it's very concentrated and everybody knows each other. Whereas you live in London, it's like, it depends. Like, I like to know everybody, but like in London, that's kind of impossible, you know, in the scenes and stuff, and everything's very sort of separated and shit, yeah.
For me personally, I love Rotorua better than Auckland because of it's like real Māori, like it's just my culture.
Yeah,
it's
embracing
really
the culture.
represented, and it's just not really like that here.
Yeah. Okay, what about you?
It's really a hard one. I don't know. I think because of the air and like, you know, there's like nice places to go to and like a river you can walk along and stuff. And yeah.
More nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What is one thing that the Philippines does better than Auckland?
Just the community, because people are really happy with what they have there. Whereas here, I feel like people are also happy, but at the same time, I feel like it's much more happier in the Philippines. That's why the slogan is, it's much more fun in the Philippines. So, yeah. Okay, I guess building up on that, what do you think Auckland is worse at? Or what do you think those other places that you've been to, what are they good at? Or what are they better at compared to Auckland?
It was a long time ago that I went there and I was a child, so my memories faded. And I think a lot of it is just Auckland's gone worse with this, is that there's so many homeless people around here, and you know, I go walking out at night at Queen Street and I just like see, you know, homeless people sleeping outside Gucci and Louis Vuitton, and you know, I look at that and I think, wow, we live in a fucking cyberpunk future, don't we? And yeah, I'd really like in the next few years if the homeless problem was addressed, you know, the problem of just not having housing and these people not having any opportunity to, you know, rise above poverty, you know, the poverty line. That's about it.
And what is one thing you dislike about Auckland?
Dislike?
Yeah. One thing they could improve on.
No, I can't think of it.
None?
Maybe trains.
What about
yeah,
trains?
train systems need to be improved, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that people can use more public transport.
Right.
And then reducing the usage of cars.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd live here
What about you?
Palmerston North.
Why is that?
just because I'm gonna get a life here.
That's it.
Yeah.
What about you? Why there?
I don't know, because my have picked a family down there and just, yeah, better.
Opportunity-wise, I'd stay here, but if I was to choose, I'd probably go back to the Philippines, mainly because all my relatives are there. But apart from that, yeah, probably go back to the Philippines, yeah, and live there.
Go.
Yeah! Woo!
I wouldn't go to Samoa. I have too many family there. They might not be there, but still, you never know. Australia, I don't know, maybe. I haven't got a lot of life experience in terms of traveling, and I'd like to rectify that. But everyone I know who goes to Australia says they're really racist over there. And I can't deal with that. Racism is bad, okay?
So is that a yes or no?
No.
Would you stay in Auckland?
I'd stay in Auckland, or I'd go to another New Zealand town, you know.
Why not?
No, I'm not gonna leave Auckland.
Why not?
Well, I like this place. It's a lovely place, and then all the activities are happening here. Yeah, easy to live. Lots of people around. Yeah, so I'm gonna stay here.
And I guess just the last question, just to top it all off. If you were given a chance, would you go back to Australia, or would you stay here in
Oh
Auckland?
no, I prefer Auckland a lot better. Yeah, I love Auckland.
I consider moving to London at one point, but nah, I think I'll stay here for now. But I'm moving eventually, maybe to like Melbourne or London or Amsterdam. We're not that sure yet. We'll see where the COVID crisis takes us. Yeah.
Would you stay here in Auckland, or would you move back to Wellington?
I would stay here to cause havoc around here.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, sweet.
Thank you.